This podcast contains explicit language, adult themes, graphic content, and topics that could be triggering. Listener's discretion is advised.
Dun dun!
I hate it so much.
It's so funny though, because it's just like last second.
It just freaks me out.
What's up, witches?
How's it going? We were talking about how when we start to record, there's a delay until we actually hit the record button, and it just is whack. It's whack.
It's super whack and weird.
I am Lana Rain.
And I'm Melissa Jade.
It's been a minute for us, but not for you.
Yeah, for us it's been a hot second.
It's been like a week.
Yeah.
Maybe 2. I can't remember. No, it's been 2.
Has it been?
Yeah.
No. Yes.
Yeah.
No. Yes. I don't know.
Yeah. It's been 2.
It's been 1.5, I think.
Something like that.
Oh well.
It's
Whatever. Okay.
Sorry, hang on.
Ooh, attractive.
I'm so sorry. I'm just getting over a cold, and it's all the mucus is draining from my nasty face. So it's all going
Same.
down my throat, and it's great.
I got everybody sick. Yay!
Yes, you did, you fucking slut.
It's not an STD. Damn.
Dude, technically babies are STDs.
Holy fuck!
Oh my god.
You're right!
They're just parasites. They
Feeding
make
off
you
of our
sick,
body.
they feed off of you.
That upsets me a lot.
Dude, fetuses are parasites.
Wow.
I'm just saying. Kids are STDs.
Don't have kids.
Don't have
Just
sex.
kidding.
Don't have a sex. Not
No.
even one.
No.
Not even one.
Not even
Don't
one.
have a sex.
Don't
Not
have a
even
sex.
one.
You know, I'm trying to get my ass cheeks clapped right now, okay?
Stand up.
Not in that way. Actually, maybe. I'm just kidding.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Guys,
Yes.
we need to cut the anal shit.
That's not anal.
Getting your ass clapped isn't anal. That's just like when you're
It
doing a
makes
doggy
the
style.
sound. It's clap.
Oh. Well, you know.
Or if
I'm
you're twerking
stupid,
and you
so-
don't have any, like, if
I
you just,
can do that.
I was like, if you just don't have any, like, underwear on, your ass
Mhm.
will clap.
Yeah.
What is it clap? Is it clapping cheek to cheek or cheek to leg?
Cheek to cheek.
Depends on how saggy your ass is.
Yeah. You got a big booty. It's like cheek
Most
to
of
cheek.
the time, it's your ass cheeks separating and clapping.
It's like,
They're giving you a round of applause.
yeah.
I hate that.
Anyway,
Let us tell you.
today's
Sex ed.
sex ed. Today's theme is sex ed. Let's just talk about sex. Dude,
Well.
I used to want to be a sexologist. Really
Yeah,
bad,
you did. I remember
but
that.
I didn't want to go to college.
Are
School's not for everybody.
Are sexologists the scientists that just study, or do they like?
It depends on what else you do with it, because there's a lot of
It's like the job you go. It's the degree you get to go to the job you go to.
Yeah, so most sexologists, you study, like, the, history and everything of it. You,
Sex
talk
has
about...
history?
Yeah, sex
Yes.
has history.
What the fuck? That's
Of
Do you know
course sex has-
vibrators were created because of women's hysteria?
Yep.
That's
Uh-huh.
great.
Instead of, like, doctors used to cure hysteria with masturbation, vibrators, and heroin.
Dude,
Yeah! Sounds like a good time to me!
I want some motherfucking heroin to help
I
with that
love
crap.
heroin and vibrators. That's my cup of tea.
I'm upset.
I mean, I like vibrators, but not. I'm good without the heroin.
I found out a
Have you
couple
ever
weeks
tried
ago.
It? Do you know?
Yeah, don't knock it till you try it.
I'm not gonna try it
I've
at
never-
all.
What did you
I've
find
never
out a few
done
weeks ago?
heroin, but I found out a couple weeks ago that my dad did heroin before I was born.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, and meth.
Even
Wow.
more whack.
Yeah, my fucking dad did meth and heroin.
Wow.
Yeah. He stopped because of me, apparently.
That's a good thing.
Way to save a life without even trying.
How to save a life.
That's what I was thinking of.
Just be born, and then your drug addict parent will stop doing drugs. That's not true.
I mean,
Most
that's
of the
not
time
how-
they
I
yeah.
was gonna say, not usually.
don't. Not.
I was
most
like,
of the
that's how
time.
we get a bunch of addicted babies.
Yep.
So.
Crack babies. Well, my mom didn't do crack
Well, I mean,
or
there-
heroin or meth.
Yeah,
she
but
just
That's why
did
you're not a crack
alcohol.
baby.
I I wasn't a crack baby, and I didn't have fetal alcohol syndrome. Although, do I have this? Do I have the face of fetal alcohol syndrome?
No.
Okay.
Sometimes. Just kidding.
Wait, there's a face for that?
Yeah. So your
Yes.
eyes,
They're wider.
I
They're
thought
like.
they were smaller.
I think they're wider.
No, they're smaller. They're just a little bit smaller.
Oh, I left
And
my
then
phone
your
up.
nose, the bridge of your nose right here, is really flat. And then they're far apart a little bit.
So like Sid the
Yeah.
Sloth.
No, your eye. That's what I meant. Not. I meant wider. Like they're wider apart. Not. You know.
Here, I'll show you. Fetal alcohol syndrome facial features. Boom. Okay. Click it. Yeah, so small eyes, and they're further apart right here. You can't really tell unless you stare at them. Their upper lip is smaller. And then there's another thing.
But they're wider right there.
yeah, so they're further apart, and then their mouth is like
Their upper lip. They have an upper lip that's smaller, but this thing right here. This has a name.
oh, I know what it's called.
Fuck. What is it called?
It's like a
The part that you get piercings on.
It's the.
philtrum.
Is it?
It's philtrum.
Yeah.
I'm gonna Google it.
Yeah, Google it just to make sure.
Update. Yes, it's a philtrum.
Yes.
So if you have this thing right here, this little dimple like under your nose, the
it's
philtrum.
between your upper lip and under your nose.
Yeah, that. If you have that dimple thing right there, then you don't have fetal alcohol syndrome. But if it's smooth, then you do.
And it's long. Or no, your upper lip would just be small, so
Yeah,
it makes
and
it
then,
look longer.
In the part where your nose connects, like in between your eyes, that's really
It's like flat and wide.
And then your ears are like weird shaped. They call them railroad track ears. Apparently, I didn't know that.
All
And then
these
your
people
nose-
going to look in the mirror now.
And then your nose goes up a little bit.
Whack.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
So it's really hard to tell unless you're staring at a person for a while and be like, "Oh, your mama,
Yeah.
she drank." Anyway, today's episode theme is not fetal alcohol syndrome or
Sex ed.
Yeah,
Sex
but
ed.
I mean,
it's incest.
deformities can come from it. Woo!
Yeah.
So yeah, today's theme, incest.
Incest.
Don't do it.
Don't.
It's not healthy for you or your kid.
So don't fuck your kids. Don't fuck your brother. Don't fuck your sister. Don't fuck your cousin.
Or your
Your
parents.
aunt or your uncle or your parents.
Don't fuck anyone who's in your family.
Yeah.
Also, if they're not blood related, it's still weird. If you're gonna pull a
Yeah.
Cohen, like, just don't.
It's kind of weird. It makes it's weird.
Just stop. Also, if
It's like
you're-
stepbrothers and
if
shit.
your stepbrother,
Stepsisters.
oh
Why
wait,
is there so
no,
much
what
of
is it? There's a specific instance. So, if you share the same stepfather, but like you don't live together and then you date, that's still weird.
Yeah.
That's still weird.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's just weird. Don't date your family. Don't fuck your family.
Stop fucking your family.
Yeah.
That's enough.
Love is love. No. Love is not love. Find
Oh my
somebody
god,
else.
you know what? Love is love when it comes to fucking gender and like race and stuff.
Yeah.
But not family.
God damn
Yeah.
it.
Also not children.
Yeah.
Pedophiles.
Don't be
I'm looking at
pedophile.
you fucking nasty
We don't
fucks.
support it. Go away. I'm uncomfortable.
Burn at the stake. Okay.
Okay. What's your
Alrighty.
story, Lana?
So this is an Italian tale.
Yay! I love
Yeah.
Italy.
Lindy fucking
I am.
loves Italian.
I'm.
Learning Italian?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Couldn't think of what else I was gonna say. So yeah.
Yeah, she's learning Italian.
See.
Mine's
Um,
Italian too.
Dude, nice. Apparently Italians love incest. Just kidding.
I'm upset. Don't ruin my favorite culture.
Jersey Shore. They're
Jersey?
all related. Wouldn't surprise me.
God,
Just
that'd
kidding.
be disgusting.
I mean, okay. So this story is by Giambattista Basile. Lindy.
I can't see it. Jean Battista Basile.
All right, cool. Coming from a bitch learning Italian, not me. My sources are Wikipedia, rejectedprincess.com, The Brothers Grimm, The Girl with No Hands. This story is called The Princess of the Chopped-off Hands.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah!
Hands are overrated.
Hands are overrated. Well, anyway, so there's lots of variations of the story, including the one by the Brothers Grimm called The Girl with No Hands, and their versions got devil worship and petty Satan in it.
Oh.
Hold on.
I love petty Satan.
Which version has me in it?
Not the one that I'm gonna tell.
Oh, man.
Anyway, so Penta, Princess of the Chopped-off Hands. So, basically it opens up, and this king is chilling in his castle with his queen, but his queen is really sick, and he's like, fuck, dude, you're so hot. Who am I gonna marry when you die? And she's like, I don't know, you gotta find somebody, and then she dies. And he's like, who the fuck am I gonna marry? So he goes around the kingdom, he's trying to find a sexy-ass hoe, can't find a sexy-ass hoe who's worthy enough, except his daughter.
What the fuck?
Yeah! So he's like, here's the thing, daughter. You're really hot, and you're the only one hot enough to marry in this kingdom. So I'm gonna marry you. And she's like, how about we don't do that, Dad? Because that's fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
I don't want to marry you. You are my father. Ew, that's icky. I don't like that. Please, no. Please do not. No. No thanks, I'm not about it. And he's like, no, it's fine, I'm just gonna marry you. And she's like, okay, what exactly makes me so hot that you, because maybe I can find someone else. And he's like, no, there's no one in the kingdom who's as hot as you and those hot ass hands. He's got a hand fetish.
Oh, gross.
Yeah. He likes hand jobs.
Oh, I'm upset.
But, like, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right. You're concentrating really hard.
I'm done.
Okay. So, she's got these hot ass hands. And he's like, I'm gonna fuck those hands. I'm gonna marry those hands.
The fact that it's like, hand jobs are fine, but the fact that he's just, like, obsessed with the hands is weird.
It's not only that, but that's his kid.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. On top of that, that's fucking weird.
That's his fucking kid. If you got, look, I'm not gonna kink shame you. If you got a foot fetish, if you got a hand fetish, even if you're a furry, as long as you don't do it in public, I don't care.
Actually, don't be a furry.
Okay, so Lindy has a problem.
Lindy does not like furries.
She lives by that.
Trauma.
Listen, I am fine with any kinks you have, but if you take that shit into public and fucking basically force people to deal with your kink in public, that's not consensual, and I'm not okay with it.
Yeah.
Keep that shit in private.
Yeah.
Keep it in your bedroom. Keep it in your fucking sex dungeon. Keep it in your daddy's
Keep
house.
it in your
I don't
home.
care. I don't care. I don't care. As long as you're not doing it around me, around kids, around old people, unless they're all consenting to this, it's not okay.
Yeah.
Just
force
don't do
people
it.
who don't want it.
Yeah.
Don't give hand jobs in public.
Please don't. It's
Well-
Stop it.
disturbing.
No, Melissa. No.
Not public.
As long as people can't see it, it's fine. Just kidding.
I mean, if you're gonna hide and no one else is there, then that's fine. But don't do it around other people.
Don't do it in front of people where they can see you.
Don't. Just don't. Okay? Just don't. I don't care if you like the thrill. Just don't. If other people cannot consent to what is happening,
Yeah.
it's not okay.
Yeah.
All right? All right. So, anyway, she finds out he wants to fuck her hands and marry her for her hands. So she's like, all right.
Just for her hands. Ooh, weird.
Well, it's also her face, but mostly her hands.
Yeah.
And so she's like, all right, fine. I have an idea. Calls her servant to her room and is like, here's the thing. My father wants to marry me because I'm so hot and have the hottest hands in all the lands ever.
Hottest hands in all the land.
Hottest hands in the lands. And so she's like, here's my plan, handmaiden.
Hey.
Bad.
It was funny.
I laughed, if you're right.
So, chop off my hands.
Oh god.
And her servant's like, okay. So,
Oh no. Oh no.
so the servant chops off.
There's other
Penta's
ways to deal
hands.
with this.
Nope, that's the only way. Her dad's gonna fuck her hands. So she chops off her hands, and then she puts the hands on a gold platter, and then the servant brings the hands to the king.
Oh no.
And it's like, here, you can have these. Don't marry Penta. And then the fucking king is like, what the fuck? I mean, yeah, but also, like, you want to fuck your kid, so, like...
you have no right to be freaked out.
You don't got a fucking right to be upset. You're a freak. You want to fuck your kid. Fuck off.
Yeah.
So he gets really pissed off and is like, fuck off, Penta. And shoves her in a wooden chest and throws her into the sea. Because he's mad. Because she chopped off her beautiful hands.
That's wild.
That's wild. So she's in a, bloody, stumpy box because she chopped off her hands. And she's in the sea. And somehow she's still alive because a fisherman ends up pulling her in and saving her. And opens this box and is like, oh my god, you're beautiful. But you have no hands. And she's like, I don't have any hands. And he's like, that's crazy. But you're so beautiful. And then the fisherman's wife is like, fuck no. I'm not dealing with this beautiful, no-hand fucking bitch on my ship. Puts her back in the box and throws her off the fucking boat back into the sea.
Okay.
Because she's jealous.
Nice.
Yeah.
Me too.
I mean, I can't say she's wrong.
I can? What the fuck? Listen, you can be a jealous person and not murder somebody. Anyway, let's keep going. Because Melissa's gonna... Oh, I touched the velvet. I'm upset. Okay. So. Okay. So she ends up washing up onto a shore of the Green Earth King's kingdom.
The Green Earth King's kingdom.
Yes, the Green Earth King. It's his kingdom. So she washes up there.
Okay.
And the servants find her, and they bring her up, and they're like, oh my god, this fucking bitch has no hands, and she was in a box. And the queen is like, oh, you know what, you can be my right-hand man, but, like, she doesn't have hands, so, like, she's gonna be her right foot man.
Okay, stop.
Well, I'm not gonna, because she is her right foot man, because she does all of the chores and everything, and braids her hair in all these crazy ways.
With her feet?
With her feet.
Yo.
She's her right
skill.
foot man.
That really-
She's the best.
That really bothers me. I hate feet, so the fact that she does everything with her feet upsets me greatly.
Not only does she do everything for herself with her feet, she does it for the queen with her feet, too.
Wow.
Like, imagine...
If I was that queen, I'd go jump right off the top of my castle.
You're just like,
Oh my
nope,
God.
And I
fuck
hope I
that.
have alligators in my moat.
Will crocodiles do?
Yeah, those work.
Alright, cool. So
Maybe
anyway,
bigger.
Maybe a shark.
a shark.
A shark.
What about the little tiny sharks? They're like you keep in your fish tank.
Can they bite my fingers off?
Probably.
They might eat you.
Actually, better yet, bite all my toes off, because feet. Ugh.
I'm fine with feet as long as they're, like, groomed.
Yeah, I like feet.
If you got nasty, crusty, long toenail ass fucking
Yeah.
toe cheese, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to interact with you.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Yeah.
I like
So
feet.
I'm going to go ahead and say that because it's a queen dealing with this shit, Penta's feet are sparkling.
Yeah, I'm sure she doesn't want nasty ass feet touching her.
Touching her hair,
Yeah. Ooh.
bathing her,
Ooh.
feeding her.
Ew! Ew! I can't handle that!
Feeding
I can't
herself.
listen to the rest of the story!
Well, anyway, so the king and queen quickly make Penta their favorite fucking servant of all time. She's like their best homie. They're always with her. They're chilling. They're eating together. They're fucking hanging out. It's great. And then the queen gets sick and she dies.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's sad.
And the king is like, man, now I gotta find a new queen. And the other servants are like, why don't you marry Penta? Because she's the titties. And he's like, you're right. Penta, do you want to get married? And she's like, fuck yeah.
Wow.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So they get married.
Now she
And
doesn't
then-
have to use her feet.
Yeah, exactly. Now she has servants to do the shit for her.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah. It's not realistic, though, because no king would ever marry a servant.
No.
Nope. Anyway, so they get married, and then he gets her pregnant, and then immediately goes off to war, like most military couples.
Okay.
Yeah. He
I mean,
gets
I get
deployed
it.
right after getting her pregnant. So while he's at war, she has the baby, and it's a baby boy. It's a
Aw.
son. And they're like, hell yeah, it's a son! Hell yeah, he can rule the kingdom. We have our new king. Titties. Sweet. Sick, bro. Awesome. And so
Anarchy.
Penta is
Love
like,
anarchy.
one of y'all servants come here so we can write a letter to the king while he's away and let him know that he has a beautiful baby boy. And he's lit. He's titties. He's great. Beautiful. Awesome. He's just, he's hung like a bear.
What? Why are we?
He's got a big baby dick.
Why? What is that?
Wait,
What?
He's gonna be a great king because he's
because
Got a big
he's
dick.
got a big dick?
Yeah.
Is that really what?
Man, people are so superficial.
Anyway, so she writes this letter, or the servant writes the letter and then sends it off to the king. But somehow, I don't understand how, it never says how, but the fisherman's wife from earlier who was jealous, she petty as fuck. She intercepts the letter and she rewrites it to say, your wife had not a child of a human, but a dog.
Oh.
She gave birth to a puppy. A dog.
What?
I don't know. But that's how. Yep, so she sends it off to the king.
That's gonna work.
Yeah.
Biology.
Yes, exactly. So the king reads this letter and he's like, okay. I mean, like, whatever, it's fine. I love you. I'll raise puppies with you. And like, dude, same. If my wife ended up giving birth to a puppy, I'd be so much happier.
Can we
Yeah.
just have puppies instead of babies now? But
Yes.
like our own biological pups?
And like, yeah,
Yes.
that'd be cool.
Amazing. But
it
they
also
live as
kinda-
long as humans.
Yes.
And
And they can talk.
yes. That's exactly what I was going to say.
I knew it.
So like, Brian off of Family Guy,
Yeah, but not trying to fuck other humans.
but he,
But
Are you
but
kidding
it's
me? All dogs do that.
but
yeah.
a human, someone fucked him and
Shh. Shh.
had puppy babies.
Shh. No, we don't have to think about it. Don't think of the logic
Did that
around
really
it.
happen in the show?
Yes.
What the fuck is that show? Honestly.
I
Oh, wait.
hate Family Guy so much.
I love it.
I hate it. Anyway, so he sends a letter back that's like, you know what, it's super chill, whatever, we'll just raise puppies, it'll be fine. Like, I'm totally fine with that. Because, if you fucking fuck up a kid when you're raising it, you get a serial killer.
Yeah.
You know what you get if you fuck up a dog while raising it? He just shits on your floor. Like, that's...
A little shit.
Or,
Shit.
or if you really fuck up, like, the worst thing they're gonna do is they're gonna go around, like, and kill a child. But, like, it's fine.
Most of them will just like rip their arms off.
Yeah!
And play with it.
Yeah, they just rip their arm off under the fence. It's fine. That was like
I'm glad you got that reference.
that was like a huge controversy. Anyway, so the fisherman's wife somehow intercepts that letter. I don't understand how. Is she the mailman? We don't know. So she intercepts the letter again and changes his letter to say, ew, what the actual fuck? What do you mean she had a dog? That's fucking creepy. I don't like that. Kill them both. This bitch is so petty. Her husband said she was hot like one time. Chill your fucking...
Actually, I relate. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
I can't relate to that level.
Jesus
but
Christ.
If Jordan said a certain someone was hot, I'd probably kill Jordan with my bare hands.
Yeah.
Dude, me and Kyle talk about how hot we find other people all the time.
Actually, I mean, no, me and Jordan agree on that a lot of the times, but there's one specific person.
Okay, yeah, no,
Yeah,
if
okay.
he said that person was hot, then I would murder him too.
Yeah.
Well, he'd already be dead.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I would, well, after you, sorry, I'm
by the
fucking
time
slapping
you
you.
found out.
Yeah, so by the time I found out, I would go to wherever you had buried him, dig him up, shove his fucking face into the ground multiple more times, stab him multiple more times, and, just fucking light his ass on fire.
I really appreciate that you know that I would go for stabbing.
Yeah.
I really
She
do.
got lots of knives.
I support
Full disclosure, I've never actually stabbed anyone.
But
any one person.
that doesn't mean she won't
Yeah.
ever do it. Anyway, so the servants receive the letter from the king, air quotes, that says, ew, gross, what the fuck is that? Kill it. Light it on fire. Kill it with fire. Burn it. Ew, nasty. I keep touching the leather. I mean, not the leather, the velvet. So,
Kaifuti.
Kaifuti, keep your hands and feet out of just yourself.
People probably got triggered by me saying that.
Oh, man. Elementary school was a trip. That fucking shit was whack. One time in elementary school, I had pepper spray in my backpack.
Dude,
Oh!
you would.
I didn't.
She did. Didn't you get in trouble or something?
Here's the thing. Here's the story I'm about to tell. We were in choir practice after school. And I had a huge, huge crush on this kid named Matthew. What's up, Matthew, if you're listening?
We shouldn't.
Sup, my guy. So, I had a huge crush on this kid, Matthew. And I took his pencil, because that's what you do in elementary school. I took his pencil and I tried to break it, but I couldn't break it because it was too, small to break. It was, this big. It was, 2 inches, just like my dick. So the pencil was, 2 inches long. It was tiny, so I couldn't break it. So I was trying to, figure out other stuff to do to tease him, because that's what you do when you're a child,
Yeah.
because, you're raised if they're mean to me, that means they like
Stop
me. And,
raising your kids
can
like
we
that.
not raise our kids to think that? Because that's how fucking shitty relationships catch them.
Trust
You
me.
wanna know how to raise your kid? Raise your kid so that he has a girlfriend's club where he hangs out and takes care of his girlfriends at recess.
Yeah, and then other girls cry because they can't be in the club.
Yeah, and then the club has to disband because she tells the teacher.
What a fucking bitch.
And then the teacher's like, why can't she join the club? And then he's like, because she's not my girlfriend. And we were all like, oh, damn, well, you a girlfriend? Okay.
Elementary school.
Kindergarten was lit.
Anyway, so I'm trying to figure out ways to fuck with this kid's pencil, and I don't even think he knew that I took it. But I was,
Damn.
trying to be like, oh, I took your pencil. It's so funny. Anyway, so I ended up bringing out my backpack. And my backpack, because I was raised by my mother and my Aunt Lucy, who are very paranoid people, just like me. Now, I wonder why. But they sent me to walk home with pepper spray, because when I was little, I was also attacked by a chow. And so whenever I walked home, I had to pass the house that had that chow. So if there was ever a stray dog, they told me to spray it with the spray. I didn't know exactly what the pepper spray was, or what it did, or how it worked, okay? I didn't understand. I was in 5th grade. I was confused of what the fuck it was. Okay?
I remember this.
Okay. So, I take out the pepper spray, and I decide I'm gonna spray this pencil. I don't know
God.
why. I don't know
no.
what my fucking thought process was. Keep in mind, we're indoors in a gym.
Which
in
is
an elementary
bad.
school gym. It's tiny. Tiny, okay?
Oh, no.
So I spray the pepper spray on this fucking kid's pencil. And the entire fucking room, everyone is coughing, everyone's crying, no one can breathe. And then they figure out who sprayed it. And it was me. I gave one of the girls I actually ended up making out with in fucking 8th grade and dating in 8th grade. I gave her an asthma attack. Sup, Kayla? How's it going? I gave her a fucking asthma attack. No one could breathe. The rest of rehearsal was canceled because, you can't sing when you're fucking in a room full of pepper spray.
But
So I got sent to the principal's office for bringing a weapon to school. And I was like, I didn't know what it was. I don't know what's going on. I cried. My lips were burning so bad. I got home. I didn't tell my parents what happened. They never called my mom. They never called my dad. They never called my piece of shit stepdad. Nothing. The school did not make contact with my parents, which is insane to me.
that's wild. They were just like, yeah, she had pepper spray, but oh well.
Well, here's the thing. I had to go throughout school for like a fucking, I think it was a 7-day period where in the middle of class I would get taken out of class and sent to the school counselor and the fucking psychologist to talk to them about why I brought a weapon to school. And I'm like, I didn't know it was a weapon. I guess subconsciously I did because they were like, use it against strangers and big dogs that are scary. But I didn't understand. How old were you in 5th grade? 10? 11?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't have the mental capacity to understand, like, oh, by the way, this is gonna fuck up an entire room. If you spray pepper spray even outdoors, that will fuck you up. Especially if it's in your face. And I was right next to it. Like, my eyes were burning, my lips were burning, I couldn't breathe, it was so bad. And then I fucking had to go talk to the principal every day. I had to talk to the teacher who ran the choir. And all I had to do was write a letter of apology to the teacher. And they let it go. They never contacted my parents. They never fucking did anything else except take me out of class. And fucking all the teachers would come. They had a huge meeting about it. And they talked shit on me. And they were like, this girl, Lana, she fucking sprayed pepper spray at choir rehearsal. And one of the teachers who ran the choir ended up being one of my tightest, closest teachers. And she makes fun of me to this day. Mrs. Flitton.
That was a long-ass rant, bro.
Oh, God!
Okay.
No, I don't even remember what I was talking about.
The chick with no hands.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but what brought up pepper spray?
Puppies. Wait.
The fisherman's wife telling him to kill the puppy baby.
And the puppy mother.
So, the servants receive the letter from the supposed king saying, kill this fucking nasty dog child and my wife. Just kill it. It's gross. So they're like, okay, I don't want to, like, disobey the king because that's treason and he could kill us.
Mm-hmm.
But I also don't want to kill this brand new baby and this brand new mom.
Yeah.
Like, that's fucked up. So instead what they do is they exile her to the forest. They're like,
okay.
Just go away. It's fine. You'll be fine. You have no hands. You'll be fine.
That's great.
Yeah. So she's in the fucking forest. She's in the fucking forest. No hands. Carrying around this baby. Changing diapers with her feet. Crying. And just kind of like sobbing about how much her life sucks. And a wizard is in the forest.
Oh.
And he hears how shitty her life is. And he's like, oh man, your life is really shitty. And she's like, yeah, fucking tell me about it, guy. I know. My life sucks. And he's like, I have an idea. And he basically literally throws a competition in his fucking, like, castle. And is like, okay, who has the shittiest life?
Oh my God.
Because the person who has the shittiest life wins happiness and eternal glory.
How?
He's a wizard.
Oh.
He can do whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah, he fucking doesn't care. So anyway, he throws this contest and has people come from all over the fucking land, the Handland, to tell him how shitty their life is. And so she tells her story again, and he's like, damn, that sucks. Some other guy's like, oh, my family is starving, and I fucking got cheated on, and I have a shitty life, you know? And, like, other people come, and they're like, I'm poor, I'm dying, I have dysentery, I have the plague. Stuff like that. And then the king, who is away at war, comes home, And he's like, where's my wife and my child? My dog child. And they're like, you told us to kill them? And he was like, what?
No.
No, the fuck I did not! I never once fucking would tell you to kill my puppy and my wife. And they're like, what puppy? What are you talking about? And he's like, this letter that I got. And they're like, what the fuck? That's not what it said. It said that she had a baby boy. And he's like, oh my God, I had a baby boy and you killed him? And they're like, well, no, we didn't. We banished her to the forest because we didn't want to kill her. And he was like, oh God, what the fuck is happening? So he goes to the forest to try and find his, wife and child. And so as he's in the forest crying, this wizard hears him and is like, come to this contest and tell me how shitty your life
sounds like it's shitty.
Yeah, so he goes and tells the fucking guy, he's like, my first wife died, and then I had to get remarried, and she ended up being great and amazing and wonderful, but then, I had to go to war, and at war I lost all these buddies, and it fucking sucked, and then I came home and thought, I got this letter from my wife saying that she gave birth to our baby, but the baby was a dog. And then I came home and, they said that they killed my wife and my baby dog. And then they were like, JK, she's just banished to the forest. She probably died of hunger. She doesn't have hands. How's she supposed to live? She can't hunt. She's got nubs.
She's just gonna nub something to death.
She's gonna fucking nub it to death like in Minecraft. Punch the tree. That's what she had to do to provide for our dog child, who ended up not being a dog child and ended up being a baby boy.
But
I've never even fucking seen him. And now I'm confused. My life sucks. And the wizard's like, oh my God, that sounds so familiar. You know this. You were married to a girl with no hands that had a baby. I know a girl with no hands that had a baby. That's wild. And he's like, that is wild. Can I see her? And the wizard's like, oh yeah, for sure, my guy, here. And brings out Penta and the baby, and he's like, oh my God, that's my wife. And my baby. And the wizard's like, oh my God, you know what? This is so heartwarming and wonderful. You know what? I'm going to give you some hands. And then he gives Penta some metal hands.
Oh.
And then she has hands, and then she has her baby and her husband, and they're happy, and they're family, and they live happily ever after, and no one ever knows why the fucking letters got switched, and why the fucking fisherman's wife was there at all.
What a petty, jealous bitch.
She's a petty, jealous bitch.
Wait. I bet the girl's hands were always cold. Because they're metal.
Well, she can't feel metal hands.
No, I just mean to touch. Never
yeah.
mind.
Unless they got really, really hot.
Summertime, then you'd be like,
she cooked eggs on her hands.
Oh God, it's like when you were in fucking school and you would walk up the railing and you touch it and it would fucking burn your hand. Or you get in the car and the seatbelt and you're just like,
no,
I wanna die. You get 3rd-degree burns on your hands and shit. Oh, when you're wearing shorts and you sit down and the fucking seatbelt touches your leg and you like,
yeah,
that hurt my back.
Gross.
That's wild.
It's pretty fucking wild.
Yeah, that's a weird story.
It is a weird story. Yeah, so.
What a weird story.
She gets her hands chopped off because, her dad's trying to be nasty.
Yeah.
What a weird ass time.
What a gross ass human being.
True.
Crazy ass motherfucker.
So, my story is actually kind of similar in a few parts. You'll hear it when I read it. It's a few parts. It's just because it's another one of the versions of The Princess with No Hands, but kind of not. It's not.
It's not.
But it is.
But it's still incest, right?
Yeah, but it's Italian. Maybe that's why they're similar.
Italian incest!
Okay. So my story is Doralice. Or Doralice. Is it?
Doralice.
How should I say this?
Doralice.
Doralice. I don't know. We're saying Doralice. Doralice sounds better than Doralice.
Doralice. Doralice.
Okay. My sources are Wikipedia, pit.edu, and listverse.com. So, my story is Italian too.
Italiano.
There's actually not much on the story history-wise, but the book it came out of is pretty fucking interesting. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that. Anyway, Doralice was published in a book titled The Fascist Knights of Sciapola by an Italian author, Giovanni Francisco Strapola. That's a lot.
Strapola? What?
Strapola. I'm just pronouncing it like it's read. Straparola.
What a nice name.
Alright? But, yes, I also, for Lindy, so she's been practicing, I got the Italian version, original name, so she can maybe try and read it. It's in the parentheses.
Le piacevoli noti. Yeah,
That's it.
Le piacevoli noti.
Sounds good to me. I don't know Italian.
I barely know English.
Yeah, me too.
English is too hard. Let's not speak language.
Blah, blah, blah. Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. But yeah, it was published somewhere between 1550, or it was first published in that time, sorry. In 1550 to 1553. Giovanni is a fairy tale collector, like most of where we get our stories, like the Grimm brothers and Charles Perrault. And he actually wrote one of the first fairy tale collection books that inspired those guys to write fairy tale collection books.
Wow, it's like a fairy tale.
Right?
A fairy tale.
And this book also has one of the first recorded Puss in Boots stories.
Pussy!
Pussy
One
stories!
of the first recorded pussies!
Yeah, one of the first recorded pussies. Get that pussy cat. But yeah, there's like 75 stories in it. There's a lot. And this book was put on the prohibited books list. So they
Yeah, but so was Catcher in the Rye.
Yeah, well, okay. Don't ruin my fun here.
I want to read every prohibited book.
I do too. But it was just mainly, some religious reason, witchcraft, all that other shit.
Love witchcraft.
Yep, they tried to ban that shit.
Well, fuck them.
But they can't. But anyways, so let's get to the story.
Let's do it.
Story time. So the story actually reads like the beginning of a series of unfortunate events.
What do you mean?
Huh?
What do you mean?
Have you ever read it or
No.
seen the movie or the show?
I know I saw the movie like years ago, but I don't remember.
So it basically, it's like the author saying, oh, hey, this story kind of sucks. Get settled. Stop reading if you don't want to hear it. Basically, like that.
This story's gonna bum you out.
Yeah,
This
it's
story
depressing.
sucks. Get fucked.
And it talks about how powerful love is, but in this case, it's lust. Because guess what? We got incest.
Ugh.
Yeah, gross. I mean, obviously, that's the theme of the day. So it starts off with talking about a prince of Salerno, and his name is Tebado. Yes,
Wow.
we're gonna call him Teb for storytelling purposes.
I like that.
Ted.
Yeah,
Tebby Bear.
Tebba Bear. He's not a good guy.
Oh, fuck Ted.
Nah, fuck that Teb guy.
He's bad.
Fucking Teb ass bitch.
He is a Teb ass bitch.
Fucking Teb ass bitch.
Tebba ass bitch. But anyways, his wife, he had a wife, very beautiful. It was arranged marriage and everything. She came from a powerful family, and together they had a daughter.
A daughter?
A daughter.
Kids.
Yeah. She was so beautiful, like literally so beautiful. No other woman in Salerno could compare.
It me.
I don't think you want to be in her shoes.
I don't.
So through most of the story, she's a kid. Just keep that in mind.
Like, okay, wait.
She's a child under the age of 16.
Oh! I'm sorry, none of it's okay. None of it's okay. But
Yeah.
if you're fucking a toddler, like, I know she's not probably a toddler. She's probably
Well,
like 9.
parts of this she is.
She's probably like
Yeah.
12.
A 9 is still like, oh,
young to be
it's
raped.
traumatizing.
All of it's too young to be
All of
raped.
it's bad.
True.
But
There's never an age to be
You're right.
raped.
You're right.
Yeah. Not
said
the
that
princess,
wrong.
but the daughter. She's through this whole story. She's a child. Not the princess that he married. Just his wife.
What I meant to say.
What did you mean to say?
Don't rape your kids or
Don't-
anybody else's kids.
Don't rape.
Didn't think I had to spell that one out for you. You guys seen that?
Yeah.
That song?
But yeah, where was I? Yeah, and so
She's
it's
a
like,
child.
and the author, it's kind of shitty. Yeah, it's just child.
A child.
But
No!
the author kind of says basically all these horrible events wouldn't have happened if she weren't born.
Well,
So, and I mean, yes, but also that's kind of blaming her.
it's like all of it wouldn't happen if her fucking piece of shit. Just tell the story.
I'm gonna tell a story. We're good.
Everything's. I'm already getting heated.
It's gonna be bad. So shall start where?
What?
I don't know.
Yes,
I'm like trying to
no.
read, but also not read at the same time.
Yeah,
so.
just do what I did and have your laptop die, and then you can't read.
You did a really good job, though.
Thank you.
I am impressed. Yeah. So we're gonna start with our little snowball that's rolling down into an avalanche.
All right, let's do it.
So Prince Teb, his wife, she's dying.
Oh no.
She was very young. And the two actually loved each other a lot. Like a lot. And she was like, look, listen, I love you so much. I don't want to see you with anybody else when I'm a ghost. You know, I can't handle that.
Same girl, same.
Right?
Same.
I'm the same way. But if you need to move on, don't get anyone that doesn't fit this ring I'm wearing. So if they can't wear my ring, you can't marry them. Can't move on.
Okay.
Yeah, that's her restriction.
I mean, like, they can't be hotter than me. Like, you can't love them more than you love
That's
me.
such a risk, though, because, like, what if the only person with the same size fingers is, like, the ugliest hag
Well, I mean, cool.
in the kingdom?
Yeah.
That's
Like,
fine.
Oh, that'd suck.
For him.
Yeah.
Not for Ghost.
Not for Ghost
I
Girl.
can't- Did she have a name?
No, actually she doesn't.
Not for Ghost Wife.
But,
Ghost wife,
but
yeah.
if you were Ghost Wife, do you really want to see your husband suffering with the old hag? Like, feeling like he's
If
downgraded?
if
I'd
the
rather him just be alone.
you are gonna die alone.
All right,
widower
husband.
now.
I'm
Yeah.
talking directly to my husband right now.
Kyle?
Do not remarry when I die. I get to die first. This is the deal. I get to die first. You can't remarry. So when you die and we meet in the afterlife, we get to be together again. And I'm not dealing with no second ass wife.
Well, this ain't sister wives up
Yo.
in here.
Yo, hear me out. Just die at the same time.
That's actually our plan.
Okay.
Oh God.
I'm talking murder suicide. I'm just kidding.
Oh no.
Kills
I'm
Kyle,
gonna go.
ends it all.
No.
No, I get to die first. He murders me and then he kills himself. It's a
Yeah.
crime of passion.
Hear me out. I think you'd go the other way around, and I think we could all agree to that.
I think you're wrong.
No,
Well,
I'm not.
here's what would actually happen. We're going to get real dark for a second. I would kill myself, he would kill himself. There would be no murder. There would be
A double suicide.
There would
Oh my
be
God, Romeo
suicide.
and Juliet, that shit.
yeah.
Pretend like one's dead.
Except neither of us would pretend. We're gonna go hard.
Go hard or go home.
Oh God.
Okay. Okay. No.
This is how we deal with our trauma. We laugh.
Oh no.
What do we do?
What do we do?
Don't kill yourself.
But yeah.
Don't ruin the trip.
I might. Guys, if you're ever having any issues and you're feeling suicidal, please dial 988
Yes.
for emergency.
Emergency hotline.
Email me if you're ever having issues. Text me, call me, I don't care. I would rather get a phone call from you in the middle of the night saying that you're in a really shitty situation than a phone call from the police saying that you're dead.
But
I would
also,
rather be sleep deprived than friend deprived. alright?
Exactly.
Even
All-
if we ain't friends, okay?
I don't care if
Just get help.
I don't care. I would rather you text me, call anybody. Doesn't matter. Call 988.
yes.
Show up at my motherfucking doorstep. I don't care.
I don't care.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming to my
I
TED
love
Talk.
you all.
Okay. Get help. So yeah, he loved her so much, he pinky promised her and would do as she wished. So, she died and was buried. And then he started thinking about getting married again. But he was going to keep the promise. Like, he didn't wait, but he was still going to keep the promise. Yeah, so he buried her. And now he's thinking about getting married again. And he's trying to put a ring on it. And word got around that the prince was single and the wife was dead.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so all the ladies came a-running. And, yeah, he couldn't find anybody. No one fit the ring.
This bitch must have, like, a crazy-ass hand.
Yeah. Well, she does, because, one morning, their daughter, Doralice, yeah, that's what we agreed on?
Yeah.
Doralice, or Dora, for storytelling purposes.
Dora.
She was sitting at a table with her dad, Teb, and, was playing with her mom's ring. And she put it on.
No!
For fun.
No!
And she screamed, "Look how perfectly Mom's ring fits me, Dad!"
No! Oh, God, I just hit the mic. No!
Yeah.
No.
So that's the next horrible thing to occur. He agreed. It fit perfectly. And not long after that, he became overcome with an evil temptation
Oh, God.
to marry his daughter.
You know what that is? That's fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
He had no thoughts of why this was a bad idea and gave in to the disgusting desire because of her beauty.
No.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
No.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, it gets worse.
I'm upset.
I'm upset.
I'm
Stop
upset.
fucking your kids.
Don't
Right?
fuck your kids.
God damn it.
So one day he called her and was like, "Hey, Doralice, before your mom died, she made me promise not to marry another woman that couldn't wear her ring. And no one's been able to yet except for you. So satisfying myself, keeping your mother's promise, I will marry you." And Doralice was like, what? I don't know how to respond to this. Because she's disgusted.
Well, yeah.
And she didn't respond, so she left the room. She was just like, "I'm leaving."
She just nopes the fuck out.
She literally, I'm not even shitting you, she noped the fuck out of there.
She just nope.
Yeah, she didn't know what to do, and she couldn't trust anyone except for her nanny, her old nurse is what they call her in the story. So she told her what happened, and the nurse's reaction was almost the same, except for she wanted to help protect her and get her and her virginity far away from her father.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah.
Get the fuck
But
out.
she didn't know what to do.
Of course she didn't. She's
Yeah.
a child.
Well, the nurse didn't know what to do either. She was trying to help her, but didn't know what to do. And then suddenly, a light bulb went off. Doralice had, or Doris, Dora had a fucking chest. A beautiful chest.
Titties or like a box?
No, a box. A chest,
She had a beautiful chest.
a beautiful chest. Big old bitties. But yeah, Dora had a beautiful chest that used to be her mother's. And the nurse was the only person allowed to open it besides Dora. So she sneakily started taking the stuff out of it and placing it in different places. And she put a potion in the box as well, or in the chest. Even in this potion, if you just had a spoonful or even less, you could live a long time without food or water. Then she had Dora get into the chest. And Dora did what the nurse said. Teb, on the other hand, was still lusting after his daughter, which is disgusting.
Murder!
He kept asking where his daughter was and kept getting mad when no one could find her. And one morning, Teb went to his daughter's room and saw the chest and remembered everything about it, the memories. It was his wife's that he loved so much and was just disgusted looking at it and upset. So he sent it down to the marketplace. where a rich merchant bought it and put it on a ship and shipped it somewhere else.
What?
Yeah, he bought the chest.
Oh, no, not that. You can buy a chest. That's fine.
Yeah.
He just got pissed off looking at the chest, and he was like, "Get this out of my sight."
Yeah, memories is what it was. Is basically he's like,
Memories.
yeah.
All alone in the moonlight. Let's not talk about Cats the musical, guys.
I don't want to talk
I'm
about
upset
it.
about
Is that song from Cats?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
upset.
But anyway, yeah, this whole episode I'm gonna be upset. But yeah.
So, dude buys a chest. It's on his boat now.
Yes, he put it on the boat. He's shipping it off.
Sick.
It's going. And the nurse saw all this happen from a far window with really good eyesight. Don't know how.
She's got fucking
Yeah.
bifocals.
But she's
She
happy.
She got trifocals.
Yeah,
she
that-
got quad.
She got them thick with the 3C's glasses.
She got quad focals, folks.
Maybe she just had binoculars.
So they just as thick as my old glasses?
Well,
or?
Binoculars are quad focals. If you think about it.
Telescope. I don't know. She had something. Or something.
She got something.
Yeah. But anyways, she was just happy that Dora didn't have to deal with her dad anymore. But the merchant set out towards England, where the king of Guinness, is I think how it's pronounced, Guinness was excited to see the ship that he had sent out to come back. And he was invited on board when it got back, and he saw the chest and was like, "God damn, that's a beautiful ass chest. I gotta have that." And he bought it, but he never opened it. He literally never fucking opened
The
it.
first thing I ever do when I buy anything is open it if it can open.
Right?
I'm like, what if I can find when I
like
buy
secret
coats, when I buy
stuff.
coats, I check all the pockets because what if someone left cash in there?
Right? But yeah.
Not because I'm gonna return the cash, but because I'm gonna keep it.
Yeah.
One time, my brother found a fucking coat. He found $200 in the pocket.
The fuck?
Yeah, he was like 10.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I was so jealous.
I mean, I would be too.
I was.
I would be jealous right now.
I'm still jealous. Fuck you, Tyson.
Yeah, fuck you, Tyson.
Oh, they had to put their dog down yesterday.
Oh no, I saw that.
The potato. Yeah, her bladder exploded.
No.
She had bladder cancer.
That's sad.
Cut this part out. I don't want to make corny cry.
Yeah, I don't.
Anyway,
But yeah, so he
So-
never opened the chest.
red flag.
Yeah. And the whole time Dora was in the chest, she was listening to what was going on around her, so she knew she was in a better place. But she also knew she was in the king's room. She was up in his room.
Shit.
And she knew his schedule and when he left in the mornings and when she could get out and it was safe. So when he left in the mornings, she would get out, clean his room, and put flowers on the bed so there was a scent of floral in the air. Yeah, it's super fucking weird.
Like perfume?
Yeah. No, she put actual flowers
Okay.
on his bed.
Black?
Yeah. She basically was being his maid. But the king was like, "Damn, my room smells so good and looks 1,000 times better than normal. Whoever they've hired to do this is great at cleaning my room. I gotta thank her." And so he asked his mom and her handmaidens if he knew or if she knew what was happening, and they all thought he was crazy. And he sure felt and acted crazy. So, yeah. One morning, he pretended to leave the room. Like, I'm leaving. Slams the door, and he sits and waits and watches the door.
He's like, there's a demon or some shit.
Yeah,
in there.
he's like hiding and like watching the door, like, "Ooh, I'm gonna catch him so I can thank them." And then he hears his chest open, and Dora gets out, and looking all sorts of beautiful and glowy, and getting out of that chest, and starts cleaning up his room and putting flowers on the bed. And she just goes back to the chest, and he jumps out like a crazy person and grabs her, and she rightfully is freaked out and is like, "I'm a princess, but I don't remember where my family is," and blah blah. And she just doesn't want to tell him where she came from or why, because she doesn't want her dad to find her. But he's like, "I don't care. You're in my chest. you're gorgeous, and have fallen in love with you. Literally, that's how quick the scene moves.
Mood.
Fucking hot. Let's get married.
Yeah, and literally, that's what happens. It makes her his queen. And they have 2 beautiful twins. The end. Just kidding.
Oh, I was like, what?
Man,
Fuck you guys, that's not the end. But yeah. It sounds like a good ending, but it's not. So, while all that craziness was happening, grumpy old Teb was still lusting after his daughter, being gross. He kept thinking, she was probably in that chest that I had gotten rid of. He was putting 2 and 2 together. And he decided he was going to look for her and disguised himself he disguised himself as a merchant.
No!
And started traveling the nations. And he ran into the merchant that bought the chest.
God, dude, do you think he kept a receipt?
Maybe. Because guess what? He remembered.
No!
He started questioning him and who bought the chest from him. And he said the King of England. And Teb was like, yo, I'm on my way. So he was real happy to know where she was. He set out for England. And he set up his fake little merchant stand full of beautiful dresses and jewelry. And he got invited to the palace by the queen. To see what he had, but Dora, she didn't recognize him. Not at all. Not even an ounce. She asked for a price on the items. He said they were too expensive. But I will give you one for free if you let me sleep in the same room as your babies.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's pedophilia.
Say that sentence one more time.
These are too expensive for you. But I will give you one for free if you let me sleep in the same room as your babies.
Fuck.
Ah!
You want to know what she says?
No!
You want to know?
No! Oh, God!
Dora, being stupid,
No!
agreed.
No!
Thinking he was innocent, but not too innocent.
Oh my God, this is fucking abducted in plain sight.
Right?
I'm so
okay.
upset.
We can't talk about that because I'm going to freak the fuck out. I'm going to freak the fuck out. I can't.
She let the kids...
Just wait. It gets so much worse.
Oh, God.
So when the night came around, the maidens led him to the nursery. To go to bed. But before he went to bed, they handed him a drugged up wine. So he didn't. They didn't want him to do anything weird. So they drugged him.
Okay.
But
cool.
But he accidentally, quotations, spilled it.
Bullshit.
And was like, "Oops, my bad," and closed the door and went to sleep. Went to quotations again on the sleep. In the nursery, there was a small door going into the mother's room. And he used it to go into Dora's room. And took a dagger that she wore in her dress to keep her safe. Most maidens, most ladies of the court.
That's fine.
What?
But she wore in her dress. He took it.
He took it.
Okay, go ahead.
He took the dress that was the dagger that was in her dress.
Wait, was she wearing it?
No, she.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's where I was confused. I was like, what?
No,
Okay.
she was asleep. He took it back to the nursery. And he killed the babies.
Oh, what an asshole!
I'm gonna kill him.
Right? Well, he took the dagger back to where he found it, put it back in the dress, in this, whatever it's called. What is it, sheath? I think. But anyways, put it back in there and climbed out the window. So he was gone. The nurses, in the morning, went into the room and found the babies dead. They were freaking the fuck out. They started screaming and crying, and then the parents ran in.
Don't fucking let a strange
Right?
man sleep in the same fucking room
Right?
as your goddamn children. Okay.
I actually kind of blame her for this. I'm like, this is your fault. Whatever. Okay, so the parents came in.
Okay, well, pause.
I'm pausing.
A grown man
Yeah.
should not want to sleep in the same room as babies.
Right?
Unless the babies are sick and it is their father and or grandfather that they are watching the children to prevent SIDS. That's the only circumstance I could ever understand.
Yeah.
Even if if a grown woman comes to your house and is like, hey, what's up? I'm a stranger. Let me sleep in the same room as your kids. No!
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yep. Yeah. Well, doesn't get any better. So, yeah, the parents have started screaming and freaking out too when they found their twins. And the news started to spread that the twins had been murdered. On the same day that this happened, a rumored famous astrologer, who could solve mysteries, came into town.
Ooh, shit.
Right? The king requested him to come to the palace to solve the baby murder.
I have the solution. It's the guy that fucking stayed in the bedroom, you goddamn idiot.
Well, yeah. The astrologer told the king that he can solve the murder and whispered to the king, summon everyone that's in your court that wears daggers, and whoever has a bloody dagger is your guy.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yep.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Well, just wait. There's a plot twist.
Guys.
We got a plot twist. You ready for it?
Ugh.
So the king did what the astrologer said and searched everyone except his mother and the queen. He couldn't find anything, and the astrologer said to search your wife and mother too, just in case. So he did, and found the bloody knife on Dora. He freaked out at her and said, "How could you do this, you wicked woman? I am going to make you suffer for killing your own flesh and blood." Yeah, the king wanted to bury her up to her neck, naked, so that the worms could eat her alive.
Oh my god!
And they would keep feeding her to keep her alive, even though she was doomed. She still handled herself with dignity, because she was, she knows she's innocent, but she's also like, I'm upset. Yeah, but she's just handled herself. But don't you guys think it's weird that Teb goes missing and then a mysterious astrologer comes into town the same day?
Y'all fucking invite a stranger into your house. He sleeps in the same rooms as your kids, and then suddenly he ends up missing the next day and your kids are dead the next day.
And then an astrologer that can solve baby murder shows up?
That's so crazy!
It's the same person, that's
no fucking shit, it's the same goddamn person!
Yeah, he went and changed his look and everything. So that's how he escaped. But Teb, being the astrologer, knew where the dagger was. And, Teb's all happy. He got his revenge. So he returned to Salerno secretly. Told the old nurse from the beginning about his adventures and how he got revenge on Dora.
How about you don't fucking just, admit your guilt?
Yeah, and how he got her sentenced to death by her own husband. So after he was done telling her the story, she left and went to England as fast as she could.
She's like, oh god, I gotta help my
she's like, I gotta help Dora. Dora the Explorer. But anyways,
Which way is England? Do you know where England is? That's right!
That was perfect. But, so yeah, she went to before the king, and begged him to listen to her. And he granted her wish. And, yeah, so, he was like, oh, okay, I'll listen to you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, she was like, everyone's got to leave the room so I can tell you. The old nurse told the whole story of Dora from the beginning to the end, and the king, after hearing the story, not doubting its truth, because obviously he believed everything.
That fucking guy's gullible as hell.
Yeah, he had them go get Dora out of the ground, nurse her back to health, because she was almost fucking dead. But
she's getting eaten alive.
Yeah.
By worms.
And then the next day, the king prepared for war. He was like, "Oh no, not this bitch. He's not gonna get away with this." So he went to Salerno with his army. They captured the city and Teb too, and they dragged him back to England, bound and gagged.
Good.
They put him on a torture device,
Good.
the rack.
The rack. Ooh, what's the rack?
I believe it's like, I forgot to put it in here. I have insert historical fact in here, and I didn't put the historical fact.
Hang on. I'll look.
Yeah, look up a picture. We'll post it.
Torture device rack.
That works.
It autocorrected to dance rack. So, torture dance rack.
Let me
Oh! Okay. So, it is a table, and it's got straps at the bottom and the top for your hands and
yes,
feet.
that makes
The one
sense
that
now.
stretches you out?
Yeah!
Well,
no.
it just holds you.
It holds you. And then it's got, like, spiky cylinders in the middle where your back would go.
Yeah. So they put him on that, and then
The rack is a torture device consisting of a rectangle, usually wooden frame, slightly raised from the ground with a roller at one or both ends. The victim's ankles are fastened to one roller and the wrists are chained to the other. As the interrogation processes, a handle and a ratchet mechanism attached to the top of the roller is used very gradually to retract retract the chains, slowly increasing the strain on the prisoner's shoulders, hips, knees, elbows, causing excruciating pain. By means of pulleys and levers, this roller can be rotated on its own axis, thus straining the ropes until further joints are dislocated. So yeah, it is the stretcher.
Yeah. Well, not only do they do that, they torture him with red hot pincers. I don't know if you know what that is, but they're basically like giant. Yeah. Well, I mean,
making a Harry Potter
mechanically wise,
I love that.
yeah,
These are pincers.
yeah, and they snap, but they're like metal, and they put them in. Where did I do? Yeah.
Where did I do?
Where did I do? But yeah, so hot, burning his flesh off. And then they tie him to 4 horses, each limb. And I don't know if y'all know what this is called. But this is called drawing and quartering. So after they quartered him, they dragged him first and then they quartered him. Then they took his body and fed him to ravenous dogs.
Yeah.
And that was the end of Teb. And that was also the end for King and Queen. And Doralice lived happily for many years.
Yay!
The end.
Fuck that guy.
Right?
Excellent.
He totally deserved everything
He's
got.
a piece of shit. What an asshole.
Right?
The worst. Excellent. I loved that.
I loved it too. Except for the incest part. But
Yeah,
they
the
all got
incest
what they
wasn't great.
deserved.
But, we got some child murder. We got some incest in there. It's not great, but...
It was a lot. That was a short version of that story. It was a fucking long story.
It's fucking long.
But yeah.
Shit. So, lesson of today. Don't fucking fuck your family.
Yeah, it's gross. Don't be gross. Don't rape. Don't let people sleep with your babies.
And don't spray pepper spray in your elementary school's gym.
Yeah.
Yeah.
don't do that.
Yeah. Don't do that.
Don't do that. You'll have to write a letter of apology.
Yeah.
And you'll give, a girl that you're going to make out with in the future an asthma attack.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Anyway, thank you guys so much for listening. I hope you're having a wonderful day, wonderful night, wonderful work, wonderful drive.
Yeah. Whatever you're doing.
Just, living your life, cleaning up, having some fun times.
Yeah. Go follow us on all of our stuff.
Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, fucking email us.
Yeah. Send us pictures of your animals. All animals are welcome.
And send us pictures of your food. Honestly, I'm about that
Yes.
shit.
We love
Send
food.
us crockpot recipes.
We love every recipe you can think of. We love them. We love
Do
cooking.
it.
Send us all the recipes so that they'll cook for me.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, we cook for Lindy a lot.
Because Lindy can't cook.
true. Lindy can cook one thing.
Yes.
Like 2.
What's the other?
What are you thinking of?
Mazithra.
Oh, I can cook eggs really good.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay,
eggs.
cool. I'm down for eggs.
Send us Instant Pot recipes, crock pot recipes, fucking
one pot.
any pot.
Anything recipes. We love cooking. We really do.
All of the recipes. And send us your fucking stories. Send us your childhood stories to
Spooky
freak you
stories.
out. Send us the childhood stories that made you be like, what the fuck, this is hilarious.
Or
Why
even
did they
made
tell
up
me this?
stories. If you have made up stories, we'll listen because that's the whole. Yeah, just send it.
Just fucking do it. Just do it.
We'll have
Nike!
an episode if when we get enough of those. We'll have an episode where we read off listeners' stories.
So far, I have gotten 2. So send them, you goddamn hoes.
Yes.
I love you. Thank you
Send
for
them
listening.
to the email and don't be hoes.
Yeah. Witch,
Please.